Hi all, it is with some sadness I found out earlier today that one of the co-founders of one of my favourite chess sites, chessgames.com, died. That person was Alberto A Artidiello. Him and Daniel Friedman have created one of the greatest chess communities for the discussion of chess games, and I'm often picking up my PGN game scores very frequently from this site. You can look at the latest tournaments very easily if you just go to the front page and look on the left. It's a very nicely laid out site. It's got a great community buzz around it. Many people are contributing to the biographies and the historical indexes, etc. It's a fantastic community site, and I thought I should do a small tribute game annotation of Alberto. He played Daniel Friedman in an offhand Skittles game, friendly game, in 2001 in Lauderdale. So he was playing white and kicked off with d4. Alberto, by the way, was 56 years old, so he was born 1958. So he died March the 1st, just March the 1st, a few days back from this video. So Daniel Friedman played d5, and we saw a Slav defense. After knight c3, something very exciting from Daniel Friedman, e5 gambit. So it's a kind of Alvin counter gambit style game. So d takes d4, knight e4, queen a5 check. So this can be very tricky to meet. White actually took time out here to put the knight back on d2. So I guess if black was interested in getting material back with queen takes e5, white could consider, well, knight f3 or knight this one. I think that would be a small advantage still for white. Black kept it in gambit style here. He just wants to use this kind of dislocating pawn in the centre. So knight h6, aiming to protect the d4 pawn, and play it like an Alvin counter gambit, not trying to get the pawn back. Knight gf3, knight f5, and now actually g3. This is a standard recipe against the Alvin counter gambit anyway. I think Rubinstein started the fianchetto against various systems, but here it's a very solid way of playing if the bishop is inhibited to come out on this diagonal in any case. Now black played a very tactical move, knight e3. Now should white take it? Well, it's difficult to suggest too many different moves that white has available. He did actually, I guess he could move his queen, but maybe knight takes f1. He just took it, and now bishop g2. So I think white maintains a small advantage here. Bishop c5. Now if castles, that runs into e takes and check. Yes, that's not very good idea. So white played a3, and this is very thematic in this kind of gambit system when it's played with the standard sort of ideas. So b4, and especially with the queen on a5, it's further justified. So that's on the cards. Bishop f5. For the moment, though, there's this pin on a1, so maybe white doesn't want to play b4 immediately. After bishop f5, we see the move knight h4. Bishop drops back. White takes on g6. F takes. You see that f file might be sensitive in the future. Now here is where white did play b4, not caring about bishop takes b4. So what is white up to? Bishop takes b4, a takes, queen takes. And in this position, yes, it seems tricky to play this with the king in the centre. If the knight moves, there's queen c3 check, and black could be getting the piece back, and be the exchange up. So it is tricky. Although knight e4, yeah, that might be interesting. But anyway, white played actually castling. So stopping black castling. E takes, queen takes, and the black king is in grave danger here in this position. And you can see the bishops are working wonderfully together. If queen takes e5, well, there's all sorts of brewing ideas here, like bishop b2. Black tries queen a6, and we have there queen f4, concrete threats, queen f7 coming in. Black throws in a check, bishop e3, queen c7, parrying the queen f7 threat. Now bishop c5, and it's got a very nice tactical idea here after knight a6. Can you spot it? White play and win. If I give you 5 seconds to pause the video, what would you play in this position? Starting from now. Okay, white played queen f8, a nice queen sack. And after this, king d7, there's the beautiful finish move, bishop h3 check. So yeah, both these players, chess players, created one of the greatest online sites for discussing games. The community feel of chessgames.com, I feel, is second to none. It's a wonderful culture of kibitzing and community getting involved. And my condolences to Daniel Freeman, and generally to the chessgames.com community. So rest in peace, Alberto A Artidiello. Okay, thanks very much.